What's up, baby? So, in today's episode, we're going to learn how to stylize our modal. In addition, we're going to learn how to be able to press our backdrop to make our modal go away. And we're also going to be able to press our profile picture to make the modal pop up and press the cancel button for the modal to go away, too. So, hope that y'all ready to get it, baby, because I am. Squad, squad. Alright, so we have the backdrop. So, now let's go ahead and drop down our profile. Drop down the modal, edit photo.js. Let's go ahead and edit our modal. So let's add a view. And this view is going to have a style. We're going to say modal view container. And let's go ahead and define that modal view container in our style. So go here. Modal view container, and let's say that we wanted to have a height equal to modal height, a width equal to 100% of our parent width, background colors dot light gray background color. And remember, this comes from our customized JS file of colors. We have light gray background right here with iOS blue and others that we created. We also have to add border radius, and let's say 5. So let's go ahead and define this modal height right here. So let's say constant modal height equals height divided by 3. And let's see what we get. And now we get kind of like a white view on top of our background drop. So if you notice, you click on here, nothing happens, so you have to click on the backdrop because we created on backdrop press for that to go away. Alright, so now let's go ahead and define what we want to put inside that view. So let's say view, and this one's going to have a style equal to styles dot modal small container view. And we're also going to put a text This text is going to have a style equals to styles dot modal title text. Man, I cannot spell title text. Okay, we're back in there. Actually, let's just go ahead and create something for right now. Let's just say photo. Let's just create a text right there for right now, just to see what we get. And view, we're going to add a style, and this is going to be styles dot modal separator line. So this is going to get us a separation between the different views that we add. So we have to add text, and let's go ahead and define our style. So we have modal small container, spelled small wrong, there we go, and let's go ahead and add that right there. And we want to say width 100%, height, it's going to be modal height divided by 3 because we're going to add 3 view containers. Align items, we want it to be centered, and justify content to be centered as well. So let's see what we get now. So you can kind of see our photo right here. So that's our text, and it's pushed at the top. So that's okay for right now. Let's go ahead and define the modal title text. So this is going to stylize our photo text right here. We're going to say color black. Margin bottom 4, so it's going to push it down a bit. Or push it up. Let's see what it does. Font size 16. Font weight bold. Made it a little bit bolder. Let's go ahead and define our separator line so we can see what that looks like. So let's say we want the width to be 100% of the parent container. We want the height to be style sheet dot hairline width height, hairline width, background color, colors dot row border color, position to be absolute, and bottom to be 0. So you put bottom and position together, and it's going to push it absolutely to the bottom. So let's see what that looks like. You can kind of see it right here now, the thin gray colored line. And now what we're going to do is add the touchable opacities. Alright, so now we're going to add a touchable opacity. And of course I have to add it, import it from React Native. And now we want to say style equals to styles dot modal small container view. So it's going to be the same size as our view from up top. Let's get our margins correct. Modal small container view, that's already defined. So now we just have to add the text inside of it. So that should not be self-enclosing. So we're going to say text, and the text is going to have a style equal to modal button text. And it's going to say choose from library. And we have to add our closing tag for the touchable opacity. And we want to add the modal separator line as well. Let's see what that looks like. Choose from library. So we have to add this modal button text style. So let's see, we put it right here. And we're going to say colors. Color equal to colors.iOS blue. And we're going to say font size we want the font size to be 20. So remember if you don't have colors.iOS blue, it's because I added it in a different file, so I can import it and use it like I just did. Alright, so we have choose from library, and that's a button, and now we want to add one more, and that's the cancel button. So to do that, we have to essentially do the same thing. So let's pick this up and let's drop it right here, and the style, only thing we have to change now is the modal cancel text. So this is modal button text. Let's just say modal cancel button text, and we have to define that. So let's put that right here, and we're going to say color equals to red, and font size 20. Let's see, it didn't show up. First, let's add the word cancel. Okay, there it is. I think I did not save it, but I saved it now, and now it's here. So of course these are buttons, so we have to give it a function. Unpress equals, we're going to say unpress cancel, and also for here we're going to say unpress equals to unpress choose from library, and we have to define those into our parameters. Unpress cancel, we have to add that to our prop types. Unpress choose from library, prop types dot func, and unpress cancel, prop types dot func as well. Alright, so now let's add a little bit more to our modal. So we want to add a style, and we're going to say styles.modal style. We're going to say animation end timing equals, we'll give it 500 milliseconds. These two are already predefined, so you don't have to add these. Animation out timing 500 milliseconds. I just did it because it makes it move a little bit more quicker, I believe it is. So we have to define the style, modal style, and let's define it right here. And we're going to say that we want the modal style to have a justified content, and we want to have a flexed in. And what this will do is put it puts the view at the bottom, so now it's like it's coming down from the bottom instead of in the middle. So that's the style of it, and of course we don't want this modal to pop up right when we load our screen. We want it to pop up when we select the cover photo button or the profile photo. So let's do that. All right, so now what we want to do is jump into our profile and say we have our touchable without feedback button, and it's the cover photo, so it's going to be whenever we press this button. So we want to say unlong press equals to this dot handle show edit photo modal. And we want to remove it from our component did mount because we don't want it to run right there. And we want to say also for our profile photo the same thing, on long press equals to this dot handle show edit photo modal. That's my indent tag, that's why it's not working. So we have to run it. We have to jump into our component profile card. We have to say our button's right here. So we have to say on long press equals to, we're going to say on long press. And we're going to run this on long press. Add that to our prop types. On long press prop types dot func. Save that. And now we can add this to our component profile card. We can say on long press equals to this dot handle show edit photo modal. So let's see if that actually works. Alright, so when we long press this, it comes up. We can dismiss it. Long press the profile photo, it brings it up and dismiss it. So one more thing, let's just be able to distinguish between which photo we're pressing and editing. So right now it says photo here, also says photo here. You might forget which one you press. So let's say on the modal edit photo, instead of having a hard word of photo, let's give it a modal title. So of course we have to say modal title. Command copy modal title prop types dot, this is going to be a string. Command save that. So now component profile card, let's jump into profile. All we have to do is, so we have handle show edit photo modal. Let's just make a function called edit cover photo modal and do one more for handle edit profile photo modal, and these remain the same. We just want to say modal title equals to so we want to say bring this down, comma, we want to say modal title equals to change cover photo. Of course, we're going to have to define the change cover photo. And we run the same thing here, except we're going to say change profile photo. So now let's define these, the change cover photo and the change profile photo. So let's say constant just change cover photo and the change profile photo equals to change profile photo. Wants me to put single quotes, so I'll put single quotes, and it's saying that the state is unused. We still have to define this, so modal title, define it as blank at first, and we have to jump down here and we want to say modal title equals to this dot state dot modal title, and handle edit show cover photo. When we press the cover photo button, we want this function to run, and when we press the edit photo one, we want the function right here to run. Command save that, command run, and now when we press the cover photo, it says change cover photo. You can choose from library or cancel, and when you select the profile photo, choose from library and cancel. So one last thing, let's just do the unpress cancel button, and that's going to do the same thing as this dot handle dismiss edit cover photo. Command save that, command run, and now when we press the cancel button, it still doesn't do anything. Hold on, let's see. It's because I put handle show. It should be handle dismiss. So now it should work. Yep, make sure you put in the right function, guys. Alright, so that's it for today's episode. And I love you, Code Squad. I hope that you all have a blessed day. Squad.